Alright, looks like we got everything ready. Kitty, you over there sleeping? Check. Cameraman, everything good? Check. You're watching XDA Developer TV. Hi there, Adam here. You might be wondering why I'm sitting here in front of a TV instead of my normal location. Well, some say XDA stands for Crossover Digital Assistance, and that's where the JynxBox comes in. It crosses over from mobile devices to the TV. So we're going to do an XDA unboxing and teardown of the JynxBox today. So let's get started. Alright, so this is the JynxBox Android HD Network Media Streamer, and let's go ahead and see what's inside. Now the first thing we're going to do is remove the JynxBox, and here we have a remote. Looks like we got a lock button, a mute button, home menu, information, back, OK, zoom in and zoom out. Alright, and here we have a power adapter. This power adapter is 5 volt, 2000 milliamp. Standard HDMI cable. And micro USB cable. So let's take a little bit of a better look here at the remote control. I'm interested in what type of batteries it uses. And it does look like it is Bluetooth or some sort of a RF connection.
I believe it's RF.
On this remote, we've got a lock button, mute button, home button, menu button, back button, information button, OK, zoom in, zoom out, and volume up and volume down as well. It appears that this is charged via USB, and it has some holes right here which may be used for some sort of a feedback. Alright, so let's open up this remote.
I get this feeling that this is probably going to end badly.
What was that?
I have no idea, but it happened as soon as I opened this thing up.
It was really loud.
And there's one more screw. The battery on this board is a 7 volt 200 milliamp hour. It appears that they're using some sort of a board-on-board design here, probably a prefabricated communications chip.
MPU 3050C? You said that that is just a gyroscope? Does it...
I'm looking at the data sheet for it. It says it's a triple axis gyroscope with embedded digital motion processor.
Okay, so motion processor, gyroscope, and I'll bet you that's probably the main controller on the unit.
Alright, so here we have the JynxBox itself. Here's the IR, net status LED. Here's the power button, the DC input, HDMI, USB, and Ethernet. We have some more USB slots on the side and a micro SD right here. So normally I would turn this on at this point, but I don't really have a camera big enough to fit a monitor right here. So let's just go ahead and tear into this thing. We'll start by using a case opener tool. Alright, so normally I use this screwdriver here, but I can't because this one has too small of a bezel on it to fit down into this. So we're going to go ahead and do this the old-fashioned way.
I like this edge-to-edge board. As soon as you open it up, board edge-to-edge.
No wasted space.
None. Nice little popping noises and cracking noises as I'm opening this up.
So it's satisfying. Oh yeah.
That's the warranty being voided.
And here's a close-up for you guys. Now here we have our RAM, our processor, and our permanent storage. This is pretty much a standardized computer board here. It's not much different from what you'd expect to see on a desktop or a laptop, except smaller. This white part right here provides the heat sinking for the main processor here. They fit together, and this draws the heat out through the bottom of the device. And as you can see, the top of the device is completely flat, allowing, if you spill onto it, it allows the water to run off the edges. A little bit better than if it had ridges or holes through it. Setting up the JynxBox is very easy. You just need an HDMI cable, Ethernet. If you use Wi-Fi, that'll work too. You'll want to plug in the remote control dongle. And finally, apply power. Now, of course, this is XDA, so we need to get the basics out of the way first. So let's disconnect the power. And here you'll notice there is a tiny hole called upgrade. You stick a needle into that hole to depress a button, and then apply power. Now, most of you should be familiar with this screen. This is a standard Recovery 3E, or is it? You'll notice right here, it took me a second look, but that says root system now, not just reboot system now. Now, it's kind of a security vulnerability because the only way to get out of this is to root the system unconditionally and grant every app on the system root access. But at the same time, we can go ahead and install some stuff. So let's go ahead and click this button. Now, the remote control on this is pretty darn unique. It responds to rotation events with its inbuilt accelerometer. It has a home button, a menu button, back, and information. Information brings up this little menu down here. So let's go over to the Play Store. First thing we need to do is install Elite Recognized Developer Chainfire's Super SU. And once this is done installing, our security vulnerability will be taken care of. And we'll also want to install ADB Wireless. With ADB Wireless, you will need a Wi-Fi connection, so make sure that you hook this device up to your Wi-Fi. It doesn't work over Ethernet. ADB Wireless allows you to connect up a device over a wireless network so that you can get access to ADB and all the terminal commands that you might need wirelessly. Now, ADB Wireless allows you to connect up over a Wi-Fi network with ADB using the ADB Connect command on the desktop. Of course, you know, one of the biggest things about this is its XBMC capabilities. XBMC is a free and open source media center. It's a very good piece of software, and you can install it on any Android device. However, it is designed for a television, so it really makes a lot of sense to be running it on this device in particular. This particular build, XAF Android, is maintained and hosted by XBMCandroid.com. So if you go over there and you'd like to contribute, please do. And of course, since XBMC is a massive development project, the first thing we're going to want to do is upgrade XBMC to the latest version. So let's upgrade XBMC to the latest XAF. The first thing we want to do is we want to visit xbmcandroid.com and we want to click the downloads button. Now, these are built from Chemo9's source at github.com/mcrosson/xbmc, and he is accepting patches. While he's not an official Team XBMC member, he's had plenty of his code pulled by Team XBMC and submitted upstream as well as accepted. So what we want to do is we want to download this version right here, the one that says Full Neon XAF Set Top. The set top's important. Alright, so now while we're waiting for that download to happen, what we can do is, this is a fresh install of Ubuntu, and we need to get ADB onto this computer. So what I'm going to do is type sudo apt-get install android tools ADB. Alright, so now we've installed ADB on this computer. So the next thing we want to do is we want to connect it to the JynxBox. And the way we do that is ADB connect, and then we type in the IP address of the box. And we connected successfully. So now that the download's just about done, we'll go to CD downloads, and we can do a ADB push, the XBMC app, and we'll put that into /SD card on the device. And it's transferred successfully. Now, I'm not going to sit here and insult your intelligence and tell you how to sideload an app. That's a pretty simple process. So that's all for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and add me to your circles on Google+. Go to plus.adamoutler.com. Until next time, hack on.